Novel The Strange Case of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Chapter 2 The Search for Mr. Hyde. Instead of doing his usual evening routine, Mr. Utterson opened his safe and looked at Dr. Jekyll's will to study it. He felt that there was something hateful, shameful, devilish and dishonorable in the will, because it stated that in case Dr. Jekyll died or disappeared, his entire estate would go to Mr. Hyde. First, Mr. Utterson went to Dr. Lanyon, thinking that since Dr. Jekyll and Dr. Lanyon were good old friends, maybe he knew who Mr. Hyde was. But Dr. Lanyon rarely saw Dr. Jekyll after their huge argument about traditional and supernatural science. He called Dr. Jekyll's work as unscientific nonsense. Second, Mr. Utterson watched the door of the ugly building till he finally met Mr. Hyde. Mr. Utterson was filled with disgusting anger, hatred for Mr. Hyde, from the first sight for no reason, like everyone else. He was confused because of the ugly evil effect Mr. Hyde left on him. Third, Mr. Utterson went to Dr. Jekyll's house to see Dr. Jekyll, but he wasn't home. Mr. Utterson discovered that Mr. Hyde had a key to Dr. Jekyll's old lab and the servants had orders to obey Mr. Hyde. Finally, Mr. Utterson decided to destroy Mr. Hyde because he thought Mr. Hyde was blackmailing Dr. Jekyll for something he did in his youth.